Hey everyone, welcome to a Monday at Magnolia's. We are going to talk about a Christmas tree today, specifically the beautiful stems and the florals that I add to the tree and just how I did it. If you'd love to learn more about decorating a tree with stem sets, then jump on and join me today. The next hour we'll be reviewing all the things and talking about all the flowers. If you love blue, this is the look for you. We're calling it Winter Retreat, and it's been a hit so far in the time we've had it out. Winter Night, thank you.
Not the right question.
Winter Night. That just rolled off my tongue so easy. I didn't even realize it was a mistake.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. It's a nice cold day here in Norfolk today.
It's fallish.
Feels good.
Fallish for sure. We've got beautiful stems for this tree look. Lots of rustic twigginess. And then, of course, our gingerbread accents, which have been so much fun to design with. And I noticed many of you have been picking up this little gem, this specific flower.
So pretty.
If you haven't checked out all the photos and videos we've been posting, this look featuring blue also has the surprise element of added gingerbread to the whole collection. So, Hey everybody, thank you for joining. Good afternoon, good afternoon. It is a lot of people usually jump in on Mondays, so
yes,
we need to make sure you join.
Hello, Brenda and Brenda. Carol, hello, Diane. We got Wisconsin in the house, Tennessee.
Hey everybody.
Cahokia, Missouri.
There
Nancy,
we go.
Hey. Tammy, Pat, Christine, Vicky, Tracy. Danette saying hello they have snow in Montana. Oh my gosh.
Well, it seems like you could do your tree in Montana.
I think so. You have
Kate's
permission.
criteria. Kate's criteria is the first snow. There you go.
You have permission. Congratulations.
How funny. Well, it is probably higher altitudes. That's the deal. A little bit in the mountains. Here in Nebraska, we're going to get a nice extended fall, it looks like. So
yeah.
I've been seeing the leaves turn, and we haven't had the torrential rains, wind, and messy stuff that blows it all off the trees and ruins it for everyone. So it's been beautiful.
It's been very beautiful.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Now, the stem sets are what we're here to review today. I've got them all stacked up beside me. They're in the tree. Instead of pulling them out, I just made some extra sets.
Did you guys see the Facebook Live from Saturday, which was the Winter's Night Collection reveal? That was today. We're going to do a deep dive on the tree as promised. And we are working on another two Christmas looks today at the store as we're closed. So
we've been rocking and rolling around here. It's, two tree looks in one day. That's the goal.
Yes.
See if we can get it all done for you so that we have it prepared and finished up by the weekend.
Yes, Steph's looking for some inspiration. She's going to find a new theme this year. Well, maybe you'll like this one.
Well,
we have 2 more to launch on.
We're approaching 8. That is the total count of our themes.
Yeah.
Official themes. And then if you hung out with us last year, you'll know that we do mashups. So we'll take looks from one collection and blend a color with another collection and do a completely different look as we go along into the season. So
absolutely.
Everything has options. We want to make sure we show and share lots of ideas for you.
Hello, Ruth. Hello, Susan. Watching from a cornfield, she said.
Are you running the grain cart?
Yeah, she's going to give the guys a ride back to the grain bin, she says.
Got it. It's that time of year. All my friends that are farm wives that are in the field are running to the field. One of my farm wife friends just posted a picture with no text, and it was just her purse open with a small roll of toilet paper in it.
Oh, good Lord.
Which means she's driving something and she's got to travel with her toilet paper.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll start off with the gingerbread cookie spray today. If I have that one pulled up. This is an assorted stem. So one of them's kind of pointy, one of them's a bit more rounded. They're sold assorted because you can barely tell the difference.
I think I have the 2 different ones here.
It's 30 inches long, a wired structure on a white paper wrap stem. It is only $7.50. It's called the gingerbread cookie spray.
Look at that. So they are a little bit different. And I'm sure the team is packing them up accordingly. They're felt on the back, wired on the stems, so you can take a stem and instead of having to use it flat, you can actually shape it and lift the snowflakes like this to give it some dimension. That would be how I'd use it. So we've been using them in the stem sets. I didn't actually pop them in the top. I could. If you did put them in the top, what you would do is take a stem and shape it like in the round kind of. So this, you just want to point the snowflakes different directions. so that when it goes in the topper, you can see it would have lots of different angles for viewing. So that would be a great idea. And these stems are the key stem that we have for the look. There's only this look and this look. We didn't get other flowers and we didn't find anything. So these are the florally
Well, there's lots
stems.
of gingerbread, but those were the best ones we found because we were quite picky.
There was some, not so great looking gingerbread flowers, but these were awesome.
This one is the Elegant Gingerbread Poinsettia. It's $26. It is a 24-inch long stem with a 10-inch wide flower, brown paper wrapped stem.
Can you text back that message I just got?
Okay.
And then the stem sets, if we put them together, let me go over to the set that is featuring the gingerbread cookies stem and show you what I paired that with here. So we took this grouping and added it in our tree as a layered set. So if you're not familiar with the term stem set, basically we come up with combinations that stack nicely and then insert the clusters into the Christmas tree as a pile, a set. And when you do that, you're making a better statement as a group than you do if it's individual pieces. So with this sprinkling idea, and I don't have an empty tree to show you, but if you were to place just big flowers and berries randomly and individually, you get a tree of chaos. If you stack your stem sets, and in this case we're using another pine type as a base, stacking the cookie spray, a berry, and topping it with a magnolia. When you put the group in the tree, a stem set in the tree, then your eye has a really nice focal point and it will land on these little groupings.
Let's do the berry. That's the Blue Frosty Night Berry Spray for $12.99. It's a 26-inch long stem.
Now I'll tangle it all up.
Oh,
Window washing guy. He needs to come inside.
He picked a bad time.
There we go. So that one is paper wrapped. You can, it's quite heavy actually. $12.99, gorgeous navy blue. It's like the perfect blue. And because of its little beaded look, the micro beading really stands out in the tree. It catches the light, kind of glistens. It's showing up very nicely there. There you go. So this one is layered with the cookie stem on top of the pine spray. The pine spray comes in two sizes.
Pine.
Do you want a stem?
Nope, I think I have it. That is the Wish Noble Fir and Pine Cone in two sizes here. The small is $9.50, the large is $18.50, also outdoor safe.
So these are really fun stems because super authentic looking. Look at the variety. You can see the stem is not wrapped with cording. It is this, I don't know what you even call this concept. It's a bound wire stem, so very durable for outside. These are very bendable, and they do have natural cones, and you can see these different types of pine look nice and wispy in the tree, and then there's a little plastic.
There's actually a collection of that. So when I type in Wish Noble Fir on our website, I not only get the two sizes of stems, but there is a teardrop for $39, a wreath for $79, and a garland for $89.
So it is a fantastic combination for this look because it is just that kind of rustic that makes this come together. And I like the pine cones that they're real. Sometimes we have artificial pine cones. These are all natural pine cones. And this is called the Wish Pine. So the whole collection, if you search for Wish Pine, you'll find that collection together.
Oh yeah, if you had a Christmas coupon from shopping early in July, I think that expires tomorrow. So
reminder.
Make sure you get your orders in. You can use that coupon. It's a one-time use coupon, so you can only use it one time. I'm good. And then you can actually use it on our new Norfolk trees if you wanted to.
For sure. So then we've got a magnolia.
Yes, this is the Midnight Blue Magnolia for $6.99, 20-inch long stem.
So I'm shaping it for you. The flower tends to come flat, as all flowers do, and a magnolia shape, the petals cup up like this. This is a proper shape. Anybody in the South can help me out and confirm that. This is the way you'd want to shape it. And what wouldn't look realistic is to flatten it or fold them backwards. That would be not a magnolia shape. I mean, you can do that. It's your prerogative. But if you want it to look like a magnolia, the little petals just need to cup up kind of. And then when the stem goes on your stem set, the other trick, and I go into detail in the courses that we have online, but I'm tilting the head up and laying the stem together so that the flower is not sticking awkwardly flat in the tree. It's stair-stepped in the tree.
Oh, Joyce says that the coupon expires on the 19th, so you're good. That's good.
Kate doesn't remember.
I don't even
when
have
she
a
set that
coupon.
up.
I have no idea.
We don't
Someone
know
said
where they all
14th.
went. Okay, so then here is stem set number 1.
Yes.
Now, the other thing to remember is we have not put these together in viable groups,
Right.
which we had done last year.
The live today is hopefully going to help.
Well, we'll keep these stem sets stacked then. That might be helpful for Kayla. But
you can her a look. I don't know if we have time.
You can buy them based on the product that she's listing and links that she's dropping for each and every item.
Yes.
So if you just want to watch through the whole thing and then rewatch it and replay to click the links, that's fine too.
There you go.
But we'll go through all the stem sets and then you can make your decisions based on what you love the most.
And if you want to come up with your own unique stem sets, you can take Amy's tree design course, which is on the homepage of our website there if you would like a link to that. But if you want to take the course, you will learn how to build the stem set, so that way you'll kind of know the components and how to stack everything up.
Exactly. It's super helpful to get all those tips and tricks. In fact, I made the video very thoroughly. I can't even remember all of, It was super thorough. I'm sure I would forget something if I tried to recap that.
Yes, more thorough than our workshops ever were, for sure.
Yes.
But yes, that coupon then is good through the 19th. That's great. Thank you for checking that. And if you don't have a coupon, then you maybe didn't shop Christmas in July. That was the deal for shopping early. And if you want to use that on the Norfolk pine trees, you could.
You could technically use it on the trees.
You get 10% off those new trees.
And the day we showed the trees was Friday.
Friday, I think it was. Yes.
If you missed last week Friday, we showed 2 brand new trees that are available to buy online, a 6 and a 7 foot Real Touch Norfolk pine tree combo.
The noble pines are already in our display, Brenda. Actually, they're under the table.
They're hiding
She's
out.
like, where are those at? We don't have any stem sets or tree topper kits at the moment. We're so focused on getting everything done at the store before our commercial is filmed tomorrow. So we'll see how far we get.
So today we're completing the trees in the areas to be able to get the shots for the commercial. You're going to love the commercial. I'm sure it'll turn out great. And if that is what you're wanting, the stem sets, then we're going to get it done. It's just going to take us a little while. So that is a time-consuming thing for poor Kayla.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of time, but hopefully this video will help and you guys can determine if this is sufficient for the time being. This is the Light Snow Wispy Twig Spray for $11.50. It's 42 inches long, snow natural color.
In fact, now that I've laid it on this branch, I can see that I want to flip it over because I want the little pieces to drape down out of my tree. Look at that. So now we're starting to build the stem set with these components. I love this branch. It is a returning winner from another year. I don't know if we had it last year, might have been the year before, but there, now I have it correct.
That's awesome.
It's downswept. So then this whole thing can trail out of the tree. And when we place things in the tree, you can probably see it all sticking out around me.
Yeah.
We do not stay within the parameters of the Christmas tree. We blow it up. And it just makes it more interesting. If you don't have space, you can maybe just go a couple directions and keep your tree shoved against the wall and only decorate the front 2/3. That is another option for you. Next up is this berry. It's the Winter Berry Spray, Glitter Winter Berry. We've got lots of good navy glitter pieces this year, guys. It's
only
the year.
$9.50 for that stem and 29 inches long in a midnight blue.
Midnight blue is the color of glitter. We have several components that are that same glitter finish, and they will all blend together for you. You can pick and choose, mix and match. It's always nice to mix and match, in fact. So here we're adding more spikiness. This is a pretty large set. These components are big enough that they would be on a bigger tree. Maybe you'd use 3 stem sets of this size, and you would put them lower in the tree because you're going to have a problem getting them this big. If your tree narrows at the top, it would just be a lot. Which one next? This one?
Sure.
Poinsettia. So a poinsettia is always a fun one to shape. This one, unlike the magnolia, does have the petals wrapping downwards.
The sweater pattern poinsettia for $7.50 is 24 inches long.
It has a really true sweater knit appearance to it. All the petals are wired, so you can get them all shaped, a paper wrap stem.
And if you do birch in your tree, I love this flower with birch. It's so pretty.
It does look perfect. Just that pale, pale gray in there. And then when I placed it in the tree, I, in the end, added another flower to go with it to make the step. This is a 9-foot tree and it's huge. It is 6 feet wide. So my stem set was looking a little wimpy with just a single flower. So I actually added a second flower, and this one's going to be part of our next look as well.
That is the Velvet Navy Glitter Poinsettia, only $9.50. And it's about 12 inches wide, it says. I suppose it's closer to 10, honestly.
I wouldn't say it's 12. They're maybe exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
It's got a lot going on. The center's kind of interesting. And then there's this one sheer little petal. So something unique. It's a dressier flower. If you don't want your tree to go this dressy, you don't have to use this much glitter, or for a less dressier look, but with glitter blue, just use the spiky stems, of which we have several. The flowers start making it look a little formal. Although in the end, our tree didn't turn out formal at all because it's fully loaded with lots of twigs. So that just downplays the formality for sure. So
yeah,
that's
I don't
exactly
think it's
right.
very formal at all.
There's my mom. How are you?
Hi, Gran.
Mom loves working online. I'm sure you need me to come over and help you. So then this stem set would go in the tree like so. You can see from that view how recessive dark colors are against green trees and how much more of that bright flower shows up. So keeping that in mind, you want to balance the light colors in your tree so there's not just like only 3. You need to have quite a bit of white things, whether it's ornaments, snowflakes, more florals in a white color, or lots of snowy branches. This tree, in fact, could have been loaded with snow branches in addition.
Yeah, that will be a mashup look.
We did it last year, so we're trying to keep it a little differently this year, and that's, whoops, that's why. Where went that? Okay, what's next up?
Whatever you feel like.
We did the gingerbread flower in this grouping here. So we've already talked about the flower.
Yeah.
We've already talked about this greenery. Oh no,
we
this
haven't.
is a different
That's
one.
different.
This is a different one. And now I laid the other one on the floor, so I can't show you. This one is just a plastic one.
That is the All Is Calm Pine Spray. That one's only $12.99. Remind me I gotta get photos uploaded of this stuff. I took photos, I just haven't done it yet. 29 inches long, winter pine, and outdoor safe, right?
Natural cones again, outdoor safe for sure. This is the same pine spray. If you watched us talk about the garland on the fireplace on Saturday, this is the base garland that we used. And between those two pieces, I know we have those two shapes for sure. Maybe there's a wreath or something. Then we have a really unique eucalyptus.
Yeah, this is the Gino Blue Eucalyptus Spray for $19.50, 31 inches long, in a fun, brighter blue color with glitter on it.
It is a wild card blue. I like the color blue, and I was a little bit unsure when we started out. What was the other thing? Oh, it was the ribbon. So the flowers are looking so good. The floral designs that we make with one of the specific ribbons. We'll have to show the ribbons actually.
I don't have them out.
I know.
You'll have to take a bow out.
They're probably all in the cabinet.
Or move the camera.
This piece is brighter, but if you want a vibrant blue, this is what I'd call a French blue, I think.
Oh yeah, this kind of French blue.
And that might give you a better description. It looks pretty with navy, and we didn't put navy in this stem set. We kept it lighter and let this one be lighter.
That is the Soft Champagne Sequin Bendy Fern Spray. It's a mouthful. Only $6.50. I liked this one because it kind of has that bright gingerbread color, kind of that nice tan color. So it looks great with gingerbread, and it's 24 inches long.
Plus it just softens up the eucalyptus, which tends to be kind of a chunky thing.
That blue eucalyptus is gorgeous, Sharon says.
Next up is
the
the jingle bell.
Comments.
I better lay it here and quit jingling it next to my microphone.
Jingle all the way.
Sorry. This is one of several different jingle bells we have this year. It is a
it is actually called Jingle All the Way Bell Spray.
Well, look at you go.
$12.99.
You're psychic.
I'm psychic.
You probably named
just had it subconsciously there. It's 25 inches long.
Now
you gotta have a jingle bell spray. If you don't have a jingle bell spray, are you even doing Christmas?
What kind of Christmas is that? There you go. You can spiral those if you want to. It has 1, 2, 3 little twiggies, 4 little twiggy options.
Oh, here's all your house ornaments, Mom.
Oh, somebody must have laid them up there. I didn't put them there.
I don't know why they did this.
I told them to group them together, but they didn't.
You see, that has 3 tags for one thing.
So there's the set. Now we can top it with the gingerbread flower. And that's how it can go in the tree. Look at that. That's a lot of stuff. These are big stem sets, people. If your tree is tiny, you might have to pare back some of the components and just do like 3 things instead of 5 things in a stem set if it's just getting too big. Because I totally get how it could be too big for some trees. But I always do put large things in 7-foot trees. I don't really ratchet it back unless my tree is only a 6-footer or a little skinny one for some reason. Okay, another blue option for a stem set. This one's a bit on the royal side. This is the most vibrant blue, royal blue.
It's called the Midnight Blue Glitter Leaf Spray for $14, 31.5 inches long.
That's a little different than some of these others. I'd say it matches this color exactly. Well, it's just how the ratio of glitter went on. This one's brighter.
True.
Yeah, you can see it. But they're all considered midnight blue, so it's just the amount of glitter
so
or how they put them in there.
The next one you were showing is the Midnight Blue Blade Grass Spray for $8.50. That one's tall.
This one's going to go in the top
28.
so we're going to swing back to him, but he's the blade grass. 2 choices in blue along with
Kathy
that little
says,
berry.
love it all. Hey, Kathy.
Hi. Okay, this is a good companion because it's sprawly, and I like how these 2 look together.
That's the Winter's Tale Thistle Spray for $11.50. It's 31 inches long with like that same gingerbread tan color.
It's like a golden tan. It is gold, but it's so muted it reads as tan.
Yes.
Which reads as matching gingerbread.
If you see me calling out these things and you're not seeing the links because you're watching on YouTube or maybe a replay, you can find everything at magnoliasne.com and just use the search bar or just go to the Winter's Night collection in the tab.
You'll find it. These collections are not massive, so it doesn't take too long to sort through them and find what you're looking for. Okay, definitely. Next up is a berry spray. And that one is a weather-resistant berry. It's a little smaller than some that we've had in years past. We've had some big, chunky berries. This is a nicer, smaller size.
The Favorite Memories Berry Spray, $8.99, weatherproof, 25 inches long.
And it does have quite a few components. I'm just checking to see how the wire is. You can definitely get the wire moved around on these to help make it look larger. And then we stacked it up on top with this fluffy flower. This is a good companion to the white gray one. We're using both in the tree, even though one's beige and one's gray. I'm just not putting them side by side. They're each in their own stem set. This is kind of like a Sherpa.
It's the Winter Chalet Button Poinsettia for $9.50, and it's 22 inches long.
And as we shape it to help it lay nicely on a branch like so, that would be the shaping direction for you. So this stem set, I don't have a piece of greenery behind it. You definitely could. It depends what your tree is like. I use the green stems of higher end pine, especially when I don't love the Christmas tree I'm working on and I want it to look more high end. The more green stems you add that stick out, that are maybe real touch or real natural looking, it gives your tree a different look. It helps add some realism. It is a good trick, and if you wonder how many, it always takes more than you think. That'd be my advice. Like 15 is a good starting number for pines, whether they're snow pines or natural pines, to just get them in a 7-foot tree and help them look showy and fan out in there. Okay, that is 4 stem sets down. Here's a little smallie grouping that you can pair together, and I used many of these. There's one right up here behind my head. We have a tan berry that is not exactly a Christmas stem, but again, we're helping with that gingerbread color, and we're making sure the tree isn't just white and blue. We thought it was important to have lots of tan tones in this tree, so that would help tie in the gingerbread look.
And that's an everyday stem called the Grage Dewberry for $15. Good if you just need that kind of color in your everyday designs, but fun for this tree as well with that.
Yeah, you can use it after the season. This is also a weather-resistant berry water resistant berry. You can put that outside if you want to. And then we're going to top it with this little miracle. I love this piece.
Is that called the sugar?
Yes, something with sugar in the name. This has a whole collection. There's a garland
White
also.
sugar spruce.
And there's teardrops of 2 different sizes. There is, I don't even know how many pieces.
There is, that stem is $9.50, the blueberry white sugar spruce. Then you have a garland for $66, a small teardrop for $29, a big teardrop for $56.
So this will give you fill-in spots or fill-in stem sets. And I just put them, they're definitely towards the top of the tree. Wherever there was like too much space between big stem sets, you could use this to fill in. Sometimes I might use 5 or 7 little groups like this to help my tree have a different variety of berries throughout. And I just love how it wants to trail out of the tree. That looks great with it. Talking about toppers next up. Well, this topper went crazy.
This topper is huge.
This topper had an unusual amount of height available, so we just went with it. I can tip the camera perhaps a bit just for a moment to look up. I'll just lean it back and give you a look up there. It is something else. So what happened was somebody's nice husband brought me some branches when he was cutting his tree. It's birch branches, and they're pretty good size. They're probably 4 and 5 foot tall branches that go down into the tree, and everything just gets wired in, maybe with a little bit of wire to hold my heavy duty key stems. Oh, we don't have the light branches up here. There was maybe a box somewhere. I'm reminded that I put light stems in there. Wish we didn't have that LED light in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So the light branch, the brown branch with the little warm LED diode light bulbs is up there. It looks fantastic because, of course, so much extends out of the topper that if you don't add lights at night, your tree is lit, but then the topper looks dead. So you do have to sometimes consider when you're doing big toppers how to get some extra lights up there. And we have many different options for you. Another thing I forgot to put up there is some blue glitter. So I'm going to have to climb up and add that leaf spray.
The blade grass.
The blade grass is going to go up there. Did I forget anything else? And then I'll show you the different snow branches. We also used extending branches, but I have neglected to hang ornaments off of them, so I have to get that going. There's a few things that still need to come over from the warehouse to finish this tree. Oh, it's a pretty good view there, though. And then my secondary, so that's the topper is key because this is a 9-foot tree. Our ceilings are 14 foot. But then I could do this little number over to the side. So my birch log here, thank you, Mr. I can't remember his name that brought me these logs. These are really big. This is actually standing on the floor and wired in. And when that stands on the floor, I was able to add up here some smaller branches to get it real wingy. And then my gorgeous pine cone. This pine cone really makes it. I love the pine cone. I wanted to use the skates. So by standing this heavy birch on the floor, it had a Y in it, and I could hook my skates on there, which gave me a nice sturdy solution for displaying them because they would just hide in the tree otherwise. So this way they're out and showy. There you can see a little bit better. Jane's working on the background over here, doing our next tree lift behind us. So that is how we accomplished this crazy amount of twigs. Now, of course, those twigs would be up to you, that type. And when you do twigs of that size, your tree has to support it. But again, this tree, it is 6 feet across. So we do not have a wimpy little tree here. We have a big one. This is the largest one we carry. And in fact, if you wanted it, I'd have to check because this year we did not bring it in. This tree would probably be about $1,800 this year as a guess. We do want to talk a little bit about ornaments, but I also want to show you this.
So I had a few questions here. Brenda asked about if we got bottle brush stems, which I'm not sure I know what that is.
It's a bottle brush stem.
We get bottle brush trees.
Oh, maybe one year we had those little bitty bottle brush trees on a stem. We did have that.
We did have that.
I didn't even see those. I don't know that anybody had those this year.
Shelly's loving that one. Joanne said, could you make small groups to use on a 4-foot tree, or would that not look good?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing it on my small tree for my kitchen area.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
I usually cut stems apart.
You can cut things. I would use the cookie spray and the cookie ornaments and not try to worry too much about the big flower unless you maybe used one kind of down low in the middle. I certainly wouldn't put the big flower on the top. You can cut berry stems down. You can cut eucalyptus could be cut. Those beaded berries could be cut in half. This chunky pinecone thing could be cut. This is also another key element if you wanted to find it, Kate. It's the flocked garland.
$19.
It's 57 inches. This is a really amazing thing.
Flocked twig garland.
So this stuff, I kind of swooped it also. You can see how you can manipulate it. It is crazy looking. But it is sweeping here. Where does it start? It kind of starts halfway down the tree and just makes a pass over in this area. I've got one winding around the branches over that way. Something's ending here. It is good stuff to sweep through your tree. If you have a big tree, you probably want 3 of these. You can loop it around the top a little bit, go crazy with it. And on your 4-foot tree, you could buy one and cut it apart. It would be great adding texture to a little tree. Good pieces in there. Definitely worth $19.50 for sure.
Yeah, great price point.
Love that. Now the topper, keeping going with the topper. This is the piece I'm going to add. So she's already dropped the link.
So that's the blade grass again. Here it is. 850 Midnight Blue blade grass. Let me get you a link to that.
And then this thing that comes super flat. Let me shape it for you. It comes really deceptively flat and you don't know how full it is until you shape it out. So probably could get by with just 2 of these up there since it's got a lot going on and it can tend to get really hairy if you use too much of these things.
And that's the Snowy Charm Birch Spray for $14.
So it's an awesome topper. Maybe you just need 1 in your little tree or a couple in a big tree. These branches at the ends are monofilament, but down here there's wire. So if you wanted to give it some organic shape and not just be straight, you can bend the base stems nicely. There. So that is definitely doable. And then when we do these as extending branches, which is another concept I talk about in the courses, this has enough heavy gauge wire here and here that if you want to put ornaments on that are pretty heavy, you can stick them on these stems, bend the end up, and it won't drop them. You can use some icicles off of these. This has a nice sturdiness for an extending branch, but I did use it in the topper. And then another option for branches, if you want a different colorway, we've got 3 good branches. This one is the glittered twig spray.
It's called the Subtle Snow Glittering Stem for $13, and it's 39 inches tall, also good for outside.
Topper or extending branch, but it's more of a silver dust on it, and it definitely presents itself as a gray color next to these others. If that helps you to see the coloring. Move my light here. There we go. And I did these, but they're going out the sides to hold my heavy ornaments that I have forgotten to put on.
Just thought of that. We used to drive around looking for dead or dying trees and loved finding grapevines.
Yes, for sure. Who had a tree? Oh, yeah, the guy that came and brought me those branches, he'd already thrown away all the small twigs, Mom.
Oh, man.
I'm like, oh, well, where's the little twigs? Because he's showing me a flatbed trailer of birch logs.
Oh, wow.
Logs. Like, what am I going to do with logs? But he thought I wanted them. I took the small branches that he had, and I said, where's all the twigs? And he's like, oh, I already went to the dump with all the twigs from a big birch tree.
That is the Winter Fun Twig Spray for $8.50. Kind of is that base tan color again, gingerbread color, 31 inches tall.
So they're very similar, but this is a real branch and this is an artificial branch. This is a paper wrap stem. This is a bamboo switch stick. So
Joyce said, the live is like a teaching video. So many great tips.
but there's even more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you think there's a lot of tips, this is like the teasers essentially.
This is touching base on the ideas, but I have more depth.
The tree workshop video is definitely the most in-depth coverage of everything that Amy uses for her designs.
So this one, you could use it as an extending branch, but see, these are birch twigs. We carry them, and actually, this is also a birch twig. You would potentially break it, and you can't slip ornaments over it because these are not artificial. They're glittered and they're real, so they don't bend. And it is the same material that they built this number on. And I believe it's just a bamboo. See, here is the bamboo stem. And they took the bamboo stem and covered it with berries.
So this is the Jumbo Navy Twig Berry Bundle for $29. It's like 40 to 45 inches tall, outdoor safe.
So this thing is taken apart and used to make the height of that number up there. Just a refresher, the height is this blue branch going crazy along with the real branches. Those are the tallest elements in the topper. And I only used one bunch. It could even be too much for a tree. You could trim it and take each stem and cut it in half strategically. That could work. And you've got a beautiful navy blue that matches everything. We also have this for putting it in another tree, and it's snow covered. So that one is
white
awesome.
one.
White berries with snow covered. Yep. And the other piece, did we get this in red? I think we also have it in
it's
red.
in red, champagne gold, white, and navy. We have four
it
colors.
Moves, but it doesn't actually bend.
Yeah.
It flexes and it doesn't snap. It's just the nature of bamboo. Pat's wondering whose skates are on the tree. Whoever left them at the Goodwill.
Yeah.
I took them out of the dumpster because my friend, actually the Salvation Army, my friend Steve, I was trying to find baskets and he had me dumpster diving because they throw a lot away. And then I'm like, why did you throw ice skates away?
Yeah. No. Perfect for us.
I traded him. I took him something else and got the ice skates. They're just brand new looking, and they still have the covers on them.
I wouldn't say they're brand new looking, but
well, they have not been used much. Okay, the amazing pine cone. Here is the amazing pine cone. Love this.
The
thing.
Winter Wish Pine Cone Spray 1550 on like a bendy vine branch.
Everybody needs one of these in their life. You could cut this in half if you wanted to. Maybe take this chunk off and use it in two spots if your tree isn't very big. It is a brown color, but it's a little bit metallic. It's frosted, and these are not real cones. These are faux, but you know, everything looks so realistic. You can hardly tell. And it isn't silver, it's frosted. It does have a little fallout, but not bad. So that one is everywhere. It's around the pine cones. I added it into the focal point center, like eye level grouping right here. And it's down below again. This tree just needed lots of big elements because of the scale.
Yep. Cheryl, hey, if you're just joining us, we are going through the Winter's Night Collection stem sets, giving you step-by-step of the collections we did in the tree for stem sets. So you might want to watch the replay if you want to make this look at home.
Next up, a gold pod spray.
Yes, that's the Antique Gold Metallic Berry Spray for $10.50, and it's 28 inches long.
Cheryl wonders, is it a STEM day? We're talking about STEM sets. So if you jumped on late, I've made these groupings. Thank you. Okay.
I think we're tuning each other out.
We are. Okay, the other thing I'm looking for, is it on your side of the tree? I had the empty boxes of the lighted branches. They were like standing right behind the tree next to the...
Oh, they're in the tree.
Yeah, they're kind of there. So this is the last component in the topper. Again, here is all the crazy things in the topper. I used 3 of these. 2 of these as extending branches. 2 of these. This one is, I don't know, I maybe just poked one.
Cheryl, yes, you're watching live. It's like, I can see you live. Yeah, we're live right now.
Live right now.
In the flesh.
I used one of these in the topper, but then everywhere else. I love funny. That. People don't.
I do laugh sometimes. We'll get like the comment where we'll be like replay, and I'm like, no, we're still here.
The comment is replay, but we're still live. We're still live. Okay, these are the branch sets. So up in the top, I used a branch set. There's only one box. Okay. It is a
I don't know what to tell you, kid.
I know. The rest of them are way far away. It is 3 wired LED branches connected from stem to stem with a chunk of wire about that long. So the brown wire connects each of the 3 branches. They have to be connected because then there's one cord plugging into a power bar.
Yes, I'm dropping a link to, this is the plug-in operation outdoor warm white lighted branch set, and $44 for the set. There is also a battery version. I will drop a link. I would recommend, of course, the plug-in because your tree's already plugged in, so you should be near an outlet.
I just like the plug-in. Last year we had a tree with batteries and it was a fail. Like nobody. We had it on a timer,
forget to turn them on,
but it wouldn't stay on long enough for the store to be open, and then no one would climb up and.
I think at someone's house that would be fine.
At your house, it probably would work.
Yeah.
If you want to see it lit all day long, it didn't work in retail.
Sharon asked if that pine cone stem was outdoor safe.
Yes, it would be perfectly fine outside. Yes. Okay, ornament time. A few little ornaments. My favorite ornaments. I need to go get these to Crystal to see if she can make cookies that look like this. These little gingerbread houses.
Nobody wants to eat gingerbread, though.
Nobody wants to eat it? Okay. Maybe she could make sugar cookies that look like this. This is the 3 shapes you get for one set. There, and I don't want to drop it. There.
I'm going to drop a link to all of the Winter's Night ornaments. It is 1 page, so everything that we're going to talk about next is on this 1 page.
So it's a set of 3 for $26.50. They're very heavy, resin, sparkly. They just look like cookies, for sure. Some little kid will try to eat them. So that's one style. There's also a matching village piece that goes with it that stands on your table, which is really sweet. I made a funny. It's really sweet. And that one is about yay big in relation. There you go. Maybe a 12-inch tall piece. So that collection came together. And then you can also put the focal point of the wreath in the tree if you want to.
Sharon likes gingerbread? Really? Like eating gingerbread?
I would eat gingerbread.
I don't like the taste of it.
This is a wreath that could also be a focal point. You could tuck it in your tree and it would look very nice. With that, you'd probably put only 1 in. And if you had a large tree, you'd maybe put 3 staggered. That piece is a 14-inch, 12 or 14-inch wreath for $48. Oh, it says 10-inch. Well, it looks bigger than that to me. That's just my brain.
And what is that called?
Not sure. It's also made of foam, whereas the cookies are
heavy. Is it foam?
That feels like foam,
weird.
And these are heavy resin, I think.
Gingerbread wreath.
Sometimes it's hard to know. Okay, this is the other style of cookies. These also come as a set of 3. I don't even have these on the tree yet. They just got tagged, so now I can put them on because I need to make sure they don't get lost so that you get a nice assortment. Those look real.
Oh, they spelled gingerbread wrong. That's why. Oh. It's like, why isn't it coming up?
So you need to fix that. Okay,
I am fixing
$19.50
yes.
for this set of 3. So we've got 2 different options for you, and you can definitely, they're weighty. All of them are heavy, but you can definitely get your cookie look going on. We got those choices. That looks cute in the tree. And then if you really need some sizable little babies, which are looking fantastic in my 9-foot tree, we got these guys. Look at those little friends, all boxed up. You get 4 in a set, and the best part about these, we don't have a price on this. Yes, we do. $59.50 for 4.
Do we have a bottle brush stem that I'm not aware of?
These are outdoor safe.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Oh, this stem.
She's gonna show me a picture. Oh, where is that?
I don't even know where it's at.
Brown.
I think it would probably go with this look. It's kind of got a mauve-y undertone.
It would go.
Yes. Okay. I just kept seeing comments about the bottle brush, and I'm like, what is the bottle brush?
That.
Good old search bar on the website. So then, would that go with this look?
Yes.
Okay.
It would not be the same brown as this.
It's kind of like that grayish berry, maybe.
It's a little bit more taupier. but it would definitely match.
Okay, sorry. I should have just looked it up the first time someone asked about it.
So here's what the cookie looks like close up. Oh, he has a
So a lot of people like gingerbread. That's crazy.
These are called blow mold, and they're outdoor safe. So these are outdoor ornaments that you could put on your real trees outside if you wanted to. We bought them so that you could put them in your porch pots. I figure I would just literally wire it to a twig in my porch pot.
Jennifer, do they not have gingerbread in Holland?
Really?
She said, I don't know how it tastes.
I thought everybody knew what a gingerbread tastes like. You taste it once in your life, like fruitcake.
You taste it,
yeah.
You taste it once, and you're like, ooh, okay.
Fruitcake is also very polarizing. You either like it or you don't. So he could be attached to a wire or some kind of stem to make him suspend. What?
In The Sims. Okay, hold on.
What is she talking about?
In The Sims, which has been around for 30 years or whatever, there is this thing where when you move into a house, your little sim people, the neighbors will come over with a fruitcake. Oh. And when you eat the fruitcake, you get depressed. It says something about it makes you sad because it's fruitcake.
It's fruitcake.
Because you're having to eat fruitcake that your neighbor brought. I just think that's hilarious. That's how deep it goes.
Fruitcake is a whole cultural thing.
Yes, it is.
There, see, doesn't it look good in there? You can eat big stuff in this tree.
Yeah.
This tree sucks everything
This tree
up.
is huge.
Right. So I do have a few other big things in. We have the Oh Holy Night ornament is $15.50. There's 3 different styles, however. Okay. This
Peace
one,
on Earth and Oh Come Let Us Adore Him.
there we go. The Oh Come Let Us Adore Him has a star and shepherds and sheep.
This Peace on Earth has a nativity.
Okay, 2 of them have a nativity. Yeah. And they're dimensional carved. Can you tell that they're carved?
Where is the snowflake gingerbread cookie link? Snowflake gingerbread cookie. I dropped a link to all ornaments, so let me just double check it's on that page.
Oh, I'm going to show you this awesome jingle bell too.
Do we have a snowflake gingerbread cookie? Am I missing one?
Yes, these here. Did you get these?
Let's see. No, I did not.
Okay, she's going to link these cookies.
Those look like full cookies.
They look like cookies, and they're heavy too. And then she's going to link this. Ginger snaps.
That is already on the ornament page.
Okay. This is a gunmetal gray. I don't think it's brown.
Oh, it doesn't say gingerbread in the title, that's why.
Better fix those. Okay. And these are nice sounding bells too. I would use this on a teardrop swag. I would hang it off of a banister. You could use it inside or outside. If you use it outside a long time, it could rust from getting wet, but it's only $19.50. We hang them in the center of a wreath, and on the tree, I just kind of hooked them at a tucking point for my twigs right here.
There we go.
So the twig has swooped, and then this piece came in there to just be interesting.
Now we're getting, that's $19.50. The metal jingle bell ornament strand, also really pretty in teardrops for your front door or in the wreath.
Exactly.
That is a loud bell.
It is. It's a big clanging thing. Let's talk about a couple of bows now. I know
Timmy likes gingerbread, but when I make it, I tame the spice down and just use a bit of ginger. I mean, you might as well make a sugar cookie at that point.
Well, I think that I would like ginger cookies. I would probably make gingerbread cookies. Maybe we should make some.
Nah.
No,
that's all right. I would go for a spritz cookie, however.
The little girls would like decorating them for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's sugar cookies are enough of a mess.
They don't hang in there very long to decorate anything. Okay, I've got a small bow and a big bow. I feel like this tree could have another style of bow. We haven't gotten to it. Maybe I will. Right now, she's laughing because I make bows at night when I'm catatonic and trying to go to bed.
You think we can get a lot done in a day? We have 2 trees to get done today.
I know, because of the commercial.
Thank God Jane's here.
Jane's hiding. Oh, we can see you. Can you wave? I didn't know you were in the shot. She's back there working. She's a gem for coming in today. Thank you for offering, Jane.
You know what's not in this, Mom, is the bows are in the Winter's Night bow, but none of the ribbons themselves are tagged. So we'll have to get that done.
Okay. This one
O'Reilly
and this one are the reasons that the eucalyptus looks good. It's down over here now. This eucalyptus, which is such a bright blue, looks so beautiful in our floral arrangements with this ribbon that if you like the French blue, both of those help it from getting so dark. And as you know, navy blue just kind of morphs into a green tree. So the thing that you're viewing from a distance, you're seeing this ribbon, you're seeing, well, that's catching the light nicely because it's a bright blue. And this eucalyptus over here really shows up. So the navy blue flower, can you even see him, is quite recessive from a distance, and you can appreciate it close up. So little thoughts about contrast, which I'm always thinking on. This big bow is $19.50, and this baby bow is $11.50. Simple. The birch is available. All of these are available on 10-yard bolts, I should say. Everyone says hi, Jane. So you can try this really fun combo, but any of these individually. And then bows are an easy way for us to sell a look. I do run the ribbon through trees, but I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to just go top and bottom, and on a 7-foot tree, you can make 3 passes with a 10-yard bolt ribbon, etc. That's the whole thing. People got very frustrated working their ribbon through the tree. And I found that, you know, even though I did it a lot, but I
you
did
made
it
it look
years,
really easy.
that
Even
would
I had
bring
trouble.
people to tears. For real. They would come in and they would be upset because their ribbon did not look like it.
Bows are just easier.
I thought, oh, if people are crying over ribbon, we should probably make it easier.
See, on my tree though, I do 2 or 3 big bows at the top with tails
Lots
that go
of
down,
tails.
and I just roll them up at the end of the season.
You can do that.
It's just easier for
whatever
me.
works for you.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way to do ribbon. That's the bottom line. It's however you like to do ribbon. So on the courses, I think I show all the tips and tricks for tying different sizes of bows, how much yardage is used, and the super easy 1-yard ribbon trick that I always show is in that video too, or in the class, because that is the ultimate way that even little kids can put ribbon in a tree.
Yeah.
Now,
Fun.
2 bows are it, right? I didn't miss anything.
No, you only have 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other fun ornaments, let's show the snowflake. This is outstanding.
And then we got to get going on our
We got to keep going on trees.
displays.
This is an outstanding pair. Love him. I think they
You'll
also
notice
would
we sold a lot of these snowflakes or not snowflakes, some ornaments are sold as sets this year.
Yeah, it's different.
So that is a little bit different, but it's actually a better deal.
$16.50. $16.50 for that set. I kind of just hooked it over a branch. Obviously, you can take your set apart. I have to keep them connected so that they don't get sold wrong, but that's retail for you. And then there was, this ornament. Can I reach this thing? My favorite gemmy wicker thing. This rhinestone thing has matching cones. We had them last year.
What is the
I don't think we had the
keyword on
ornament.
the tag there?
Jeweled woven reed. Woven reed. This is a 5-inch ornament for $19.50. I would just like put it in a bowl. Isn't that pretty? Those
has matching trees.
Can you see the rhinestones? Yes, it's focusing. Legit rhinestones. Like a couple fell off, and I took them home and put them in the girls' jewelry box because they're gonna think. Did you show diamonds. This one? I don't know where that is. We don't have that.
This is a key ornament. I'm gonna drop a link to this ornament.
We're still missing.
It is an essential ornament to this look. It's the perfect gingerbread color without being gingerbread. It's the Nordic rattan felt ornament for $18.
Oh wait,
absolutely essential.
I forgot 2 different blow up things. What are these called? Blown glass ornaments. That's what I'm trying to say. This little tree, which is 94801, is adorable, completely flocked and frosted. And I suppose it was brown, but it's turning out to be kind of like a pale beige. Here, you can see the color.
Okay, I'm adding to the Winter's Night ornaments. I don't know if we did all these. I might have Riley go through the tree again.
She might have missed some things because we don't have an ornament stand yet.
True.
And then the other one, these are going to be popular because we hang them in wreaths. See, they're so similar, but one got frosted and flocked, and one is more lightly iced on the edges. Both of these are glass. They're $7 and $11.50 for this one. $7 and $11.50. Kind of makes that pine cone look like a good deal, doesn't it? I have a whole box full here. I was hanging them in clusters of 2 or 3. for a bigger impact, which is another little trick for a large tree, is to group your ornaments together. I'm sure I illustrated that also in the courses. I'm remembering things that I probably have told you in those courses. If you go in and watch it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good tip.
I did say to do that.
Well, Jan's loving this look. Thank you, Jan. Is it your favorite?
Definitely my vibe, she said.
I enjoyed making this one so far the most because of the ability to put crazy props in there. And that's always fun and unique. And there's actually even a pair of snowshoes. You know, it's good to have stashes of good crap to work with. Everybody knows I talk all the time about my basement of vintage. These are in the basement. Now I get to use them. They're antique snowshoes.
Any excuse to keep her hoard.
They're wired. They're wired to my table. Yeah. And the day that we bought these, it was a rainy day in Missouri, and we were at Lake of the Ozarks. And my husband, turns out, he likes shopping for vintage junk. So we had a Suburban, and man, by the time that rainy day ended, the Suburban was full. We even had elk antlers, the same place I bought those snowshoes.
Because we needed that.
Would be really useful in this display, but somebody wanted them, so I sold them. Very, very fun to show you this tree, guys. I'm so glad you got to join us. This was the close-up, in detail, stem set concept live. So I think that completes everything you need to know about doing a tree like this.
Absolutely.
If you want to. All the links are there. All this stuff is available. And we are working on First Frost. That's what Jane's got going on back there. It's going to be gorgeous. It's getting done today because we've made a big mess today. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Hey, we'll be back same time, Tuesday noon. We'll see you here again. Bye-bye.